Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. Hey Iconic, thank you very much for the sub. Just replay the alert.
I bring tidings. Do not despair. You are not without allies.
Boop. Thank you very much. 3 months, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Alright. Right night. Oop, gotta turn on my sound effects again. Okay. We, last time we unlocked the first raid here. Oop. A 5th circle. Thank you, Iconic. I've been really looking forward to this new tier. Yeah, so I did the first quest to unlock it, and we're going to do it all together. Sounds like fun. Just going to go in blind and check it out. Can't wait. Right, we got everyone except for Swole. Swole's going to be late, and it's funny, so a lot of us, we unlocked it early, and then Swole got it in his normal raid roulette, accidentally. I didn't think about that happening. That's a thing. He's going to be late anyways, so he said to go without him for now. Hey, Furiora. Oak. QTE. Out next to them. Nemesis is nearly shorter than me. No, actually he's quite a bit taller. Never mind. I'm very short. Remixing that theme again. Yeah, this music was in the previous patch, so this isn't new music. We're gonna check out new music from these fights. Oof. I'm excited. I've heard there's 3 new battle themes. I'm just waiting till everyone's ready. Wider selection. That's cool. Yeah, they used that one theme for 3 fights, and it did get a bit dull. I actually tested that yesterday, but they don't. Oh right, I was gonna decide what bits I want to roll on. Oh, do we use Duty Finder? Party Finder. Okay. Hello. We got someone for Party Finder. Cool. Secret 4th one in Savage, according to the Equestrian log. Ooh. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh shit, thank you for reminding me. Gotta put on my glam. Gotta do my glam. I forgot! Yes, this is just normals. The Savages are out next week. So they're giving us a week to just chill out and do the normal version with story and such before we start worrying about min-maxing and such. It's nice actually. Yeah. Right, I was gonna figure out what I'm gonna roll on. I think I wanted the boots? Question mark? Purgatory, so yeah, that sounds like I want the boots. Purgatory. Yeah, that would be the ones that drop in normal. I think. I hope. I mean, I can go check quickly, just to make sure I'm rolling on the right thing. Seers, I'm just going back to the few. Didn't say anything. I'm all good. Screw it, let's just go. Here we go. E5. It's very blue. Oh. Oh shit. We've triggered the trap card. Teleport trap, yeah. Mythic creation. Proto carbuncle. Just as cute as our carbuncles. Oh, is it? That's cool. Very same leitmotifs. Got a few sophist robes. Should I test the spikes? Give it a pet. Oh yeah, I might as well use this food. It's outdated, so chomp it. I'm afraid to do my jump in because I might just land in spikes. It's too small, the arena. Searing Ray, that sounds... yeah. Like Eden? Ruby Glow. Give you a feint. Ha! Oh! Oh! Okay, yep. Oh! Okay. Lit up the entire cell. Okay. Whoa. Ruby and Topaz. They're still alive. Okay. Oh. Crunch. So hungry, must feed. Must feast. It's very hungry. Probably for ether. Oh yeah, this loving this music so far. Acidic slaver? Oh. Whoa. Oh shit. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Ate a blob monster. Big boy, gotta eat, yeah. Feast upon the lively bait, sating its hunger. Okay, yeah, so that blows up the whole cell. I see. Yep. Venom Squall. Yeah, we got Goot. Whoa. Splat. Everyone's guessing how it's going to change in Savage. Boom. Alright, we got the stones. Goopy ones. Oh, they glow. Oh, I stepped in the goop. Stepped in goop. Whoa. The fuck? Oh, it's gonna... Okay. Going... Oh, look at it bound around. Oh, that's cute. Oh. It's chomping rave, I think. Not this one. Okay, we gotta move. Okay. That's cool. Lazy beam. There's so many new markers this patch. Oh. Ruby glow. I've drifted my rotation. Wow. Diagonal. Okay. Eee. But it. Oh god, it's. Oh god. Okay. Yep. Oh, that's a tanky buster. I was just testing the water. Very. Instant, like the spikes. Seal it. Catch ourselves a carbuncle. Proto carbuncle was caught, yeah. This is the measure of a key ward's power. We weren't too late. Okay. I want bootsies, I think. I hope. I think I'm after the boots. I will double check though. Yeah, I got boot. Yeah, didn't see any emerald. Yeah. So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Erechthonius and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Okay, so they were nearby. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. I'll get rid of the chat blocker. Sorry. Redworm trance, that would be cool. Oh. Fred. It's him. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. But I believe we can forego introductions, unless I have misread you. What? La Habrea. I'm all too familiar. Paragon. Am I supposed to know who you are? I'll just call him La Habrea. Possibly perceptive. Yes, I am La Habrea, of the Convocation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. What? Rude. What's this? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether, and in an unfamiliar composition besides. It is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Erechthonius' wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Oh? Mother? You would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Erechthonius. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Erechthonios, wait! There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. Say my name! Sephir... No. Do you not know his name? A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. I have my answer. The La Habrea that I knew took pride in the convocation and would never suffer its denigration. You sully his station with this farce. Themis, what are you saying? The Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name Themis. Oh. Oh. What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? Elidibus! Elidibus! Who would have thought it? Imposter. You have no right to claim that form, that mask. He's already Elidibus. Okay. Oh, hi. But who? Was a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right. Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. What is happening? Such trite provocations. I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Erechthonius, listen well. I am Hephaestus. Hephaestus? And it is I whom you should call father. What in the name of creation? We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Let us return to safety, so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the La Habrea I know. Is he adopted by... Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As La Habrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation, and emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. If you wanted to hide your identity, you probably should have worn black robes. I had a feeling. Whatever your name is, you're still Themis to me. I know a thing or two about deception myself. I kind of knew. Your perceptiveness does not surprise me. When the time comes, it shall make my explanation all the easier to understand. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Yeah, the La Habrea was someone else. Please help him. Save him. Yeah, that evil La Habrea was someone else in disguise. What was his name? What was his name? Hephaestus. Yeah, that was Hephaestus. And the real La Habrea showed up. I see Elidibus has chosen to keep odd company. Such a vexing composition of ether you possess. I still don't understand. As you are aware of by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Azam and I detected irregularities in Pandaemonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I'm sure La Habrea, as well, is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azam nor I had ever met you in the flesh, you came with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world a guiding star so similar to herself was out there amused Azam to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Venar, who held the position of Azam previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never leave me astray. I wanted to tell you that. Aww. I admit my own grasp on what just happened is somewhat tenuous. Doubtless La Habrea can elucidate matters for us. See how you were confused? Yes. yeah, this is way back in time. This is before the world was sundered, before they went all Ascian.
I bring tidings. Do not despair.
Ah, hey, thank you, Astral.
You are not without allies.
Thank you for the sub. Thank you very much. Prime Gaming. I appreciate that. Alright, I just turned in the first quest. Where are you all up to? Ah, cool. Alright, I'll start the next quest. Keywards Jail. Good idea. Erechthonios is resolutely avoiding his father's eye. Just talking with my raid mates. They're all starting this quest. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, La Habrea, and truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Habrea? And why is he the spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandaemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I'll just slap him. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandaemonium. including the fact that Azam and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation. For a time, that was. Imagine my surprise when instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the key wards stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaestos' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning? I can hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation, not without good reason, at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. It is not the name I was born with. Hephaestos has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way. Yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. Hephaestos was his name before he became La Habrea. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry. A reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time is a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? Yeah, the Ascians that we ran into in our time, they've been like body hopping to manipulate things. So they weren't using their original bodies. His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world, irreparably. And now that he is awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandaemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster unto our star. As Chief Keyward of Pandaemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? It is a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandaemonium, if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. Yet, as you can see by Erchthonius' response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. Azam and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The Chief Keyward must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No. You've spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Melchan has stood against. Yeah, we fought the Phoenix. It was horrifying. Hey, Mia. Welcome. Hephaestos. Thank you. Melchan, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? I'm your worst nightmare. She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Melchan. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. It's too soon to give up on saving the others. The Habrea can't be trusted. What was that you said about being an emissary? I want to ask him about being an emissary. What does that actually mean? That's brilliant. Elidibus the emissary may speak on our behalf. Should he judge our approach the more sound, even La Habrea would be compelled to listen. That wasn't quite what I meant, but this works. As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you have walked with us all this time, seen what we have seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you will find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandaemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring any mythic creations we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Melchan's might and Ericthonius' resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavour is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandaemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Melchan, come find me when you're finished. Aww. Ericthonius is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. Those gloves are my dragoon gloves. Nice. Thank you. Despite recent developments, our plan remains unchanged. Pray call me Themis for the time being. It shall put us all in the correct mindset, and in fact, I may be coming to prefer that name. You have done all you can with words. Only your actions can convince me now. You're a terrible father, I'm going to give you this stat. Like a bish! Critical hit. Got him. I'm still going. Ah, that's true. Yeah, we're still waiting for Swole to arrive anyway. You do have my gratitude, ill-fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. Screenshot. It looks cool. When at first we realised the creations had slipped their bonds, the other key wards did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be And besides, Hephaestus has secrets yet untold. Secrets that would be buried if Pandaemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words. The truth of my mother. While La Hebrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hephaestus would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they were feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Hebrea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at last what befell her. What do you think, Melchan? Does La Hebrea you know have any regard for the lives of others? Or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? He was always a man who worked from the shadows. He once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. I've no idea what he might be like in this age. He used my ally as a vessel. The macros for Sanctuary? Oh, thank you. What would possess him to do that? Even for La Hebrea. Such an act would be a black mark against him if it were made known. I can't imagine how much your allies suffered. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Melchan. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotion where he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand. Proving to La Hebrea that we are capable of saving Pandaemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssos. Nod. Although I'm loath to admit it, he would know more about those debts than any of us. And seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford... Melchan, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. Researchers of different layers seldom contact one another unless work is involved, and I know next to nothing about the keyboard of Abyssos. Any morsels of information La Hebrea can offer would be a boon. This way. Kind of like they lent into him being a jerk instead of trying to do the misunderstood angle. Yeah, he was just so cartoon villain in Realm Reborn. So I like that they're doing this with him. Not trying to do another Emmett Selk with him, because that would be very hard. Despite recent developments, our plan remains unchanged. Okay, still wants to be called Themis. Erechthonius appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Asm. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I have seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand. Asm never ceases to surprise. The previous Asm was much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. You think he remembered all this? That's tough. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this matter. The true danger of Asm's nature is its tendency to infect all those she comes into contact with. Emmett Selk said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however. Only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keyword's reach is far indeed. Well then, What do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transferred to the deepest circles. Yet Hephaestus would never allow you safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of Hegemony, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. Oh. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities within her still, there is something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that's because she's already been twisted into a Hemetheos, doubtless against her will. Mochan, Themis, we must rescue her from that cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies make you bold, Erechthonius. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. We're not carrying him, he's good, strong, and he's a good boy. Sixth circle. Ooh, good BGM coming up. Okay, let me just check that pronunciation. Hephaestus. Okay. Hephaestus. Thank you. Yeah, there's Holgan. Now we prove our strength. Only then can we free the other warders and unveil the truth hidden in Pandaemonium's shadows. Let us not change a strategy that has served us so well thus far. Bring Hegemony to heel, Mochan, and Erechthonius and I shall inter her when the time is right. Hegemony was a woman of reason and logic. She would never be swayed by... I've already forgotten. Hephaestus. Hephaestus. She would never be swayed by Hephaestus's wretched schemes. I hope she was not made to suffer overmuch. Oh, he has a part, I guess. The Hebrea insists that the only way to save the star from the horrors lurking within Pandaemonium is summary destruction. However, Themis and Erechthonius succeed in convincing the chief keyword to allow you a chance to prove the worth of another way. You are tasked with interring Hegemony, the keyword of Abyssos and a master of creation magics in her own right. Succeed in this, and you may continue your journey into the facility's deeper circles. Fail, and Pandaemonium, along with its warders and creations, shall be reduced to nothing. A pestilent purgatory. Now you're being petty, yeah. In the trailer we saw a picture of a woman who was like part monster, so I'm guessing that's going to be her. More like a hedge than a hard G. Could be. Oh, I'm all done. No worries. Yeah, I'm using a new noise removal audio filter. Oh, nice. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, I was using one before, but it was a free one, so it just wasn't very good. Had lots of like delay and stuff, so I actually bought one, and so far it's been well worth the money. An Elgato Wave 1. Yeah, Elgato have been doing a whole bunch more streamer kind of stuff microphones. They have a foot pedal now, actually. Yeah, I've got one. I love it. So many fun buttons I've put on it. That's my favourite button. I think it's like hedge. Okay. Hegemony. Okay, I'll probably do that. We're just waiting for Swole to finish unlocking. Hang out with my ancient buddies and also that guy. You are not my buddy. You are a douchebag. I could Google it. How to... I'm sure a lot of people have been Googling this over the past week. How to pronounce hegemony. Does it have an E? Hegemony. I don't think this will come through the stream audio. Hey, it's not pronouncing the G. Interesting. I'll see if I can put this through the stream audio. YouTube. Google Chrome. There we go. Put that through there. Just going to turn Discord down for a sec. Hegemony. Oh, Cleo's needed? Cool, thank you. PronounceNames.com. Definitely accurate, 100%. I was looking at a YouTube video how to pronounce. I don't know. I'll look it up later. The music here is nice. An interesting accent. Yeah, I wonder what accent that was.
PronounceNames.com.
Brought to you by PronounceNames.com. It doesn't really say what the accent is. Ah, well. Oh yeah, if anyone's curious about my audio filter that I'm using, it's Clevgard, I think it's called. Clevgrand. Clevger. Just putting it on stream so you can see it. Yeah, here's their website. Clevger and Bruzfree is the name of their of the filter. It's a paid one, so it wasn't cheap. But God, it sounds so much better than the free one I was using. And so much less delay. Clivgrand.com. Yeah, seemed good. This is a Swedish company, I believe. Yeah, Swedish. Right. Oh yeah, while we're waiting for Swole, I should go and just double check if these are indeed the boots I want before I spend more of my rolls on them. It filters out just background noise, just general, like the sound of computer fans, the air conditioner and heater. Yeah, there's constant background noise it removes. I'm not sure how well it does with the keyboard noise. Probably not keyboard. Gonna mash a key, you can probably hear it. A little bit. But yeah, the free one I got, it did a good job removing the background noise, but it had so much delay that you'll probably notice whenever I was like singing along with music, I would be very desynced because there's a little bit of it takes a little bit of time for it to do its work. Dragoon! Boots! Yeah, that's what I want. It only takes 2 tokens, so I can start collecting something else too. Boots. Wonder what else I'll want. Compatible with OBS? I believe it's probably compatible with OBS because I'm actually running it through my microphone software. So my Wave 1 microphone, the Elgato, comes with its own little mixer software. Yeah, this is the software it comes with. Yeah, and I was able to plug it in here. Audio effects. Can you not see that? Oh my god. You can't... There's a little pop-up you click here and it's got the audio thing I imported. It's probably compatible with OBS as well. Filters. 2.x plugin. I can double check that for you later, actually. Just if you were thinking of buying it, I can double check it for you first if you want. Just to make sure. Actually, they do let you download it for free, actually. You can download it for free. It's just, I think it'll have like an ad in there every now and then, unless you pay for it. So you can just try it out if you want, make sure it actually works. Only the last 2 really hard ones came through. Ah, that's cool. That's really good. Yeah. Really good plugin though. Where is it? I was going to link it in chat. There we go, Brust Free. There you go. Yeah, scroll all the way down and there's just a download button for it. Yeah, you go to the page for it. And yeah, there's actually buying the license key for it, but if you keep scrolling down, you can just download it. Yeah, see it says demo version equals full version. Until unlocked, it will start in demo mode. Fully functional, but with occasional audio disruptions. Yeah, so you can test it out and just download it. Click onto a keyboard and mash like his SOS. I love that. All right. Onto Notepad. I'm mashing. Oh Lord, I'm mashing. Here we go. Only the really loud ones are coming through, so that's cool. So I'm also using a noise gate, so that probably helps. Alright, Swole's ready. Alright. Much quieter than the SOS video. Ah, nice. That's a good comparison. Nice. It's a good filter. Like it. Yes, she loves bags. She's got a favourite bag at the moment, and she lies on it, and she also plays with it. Yeah. Oh, cute. Yeah, White Mage was just asking about Cleo, if she always sleeps on a bag. She does. The chonk chart in your head again. Beef Chief. That's a good name. Oh lordy, coming. Hi, Nashu. The new Hildebrand thing's not in yet. That's 6.25. Alright. Our Sage had to go, so we're just trying to find a shield healer, and then off we go. There we go. I would say she's an oh lord she coming, but she has lost a lot of weight. We've had her on a diet, so she's what was between the fine boy and oh lord she coming. She's probably between there, I think. Oh yeah, everyone's from our static now. Yeah, we recruited some new people. Some of our previous people are going to be raiding with real life friends. So Nero and Ukina are new recruits for our static. So we only need one fill because our Sage had to go for the night. We've got there's still 5 out of 8 of us that are the original team. Oh, I probably shouldn't wear this around here. That's a bit of a spoiler, isn't it? Let's go to my apartment. Should probably check my auctions actually. More water. Thank you. Fine boy, heckin' chonk. Heavy chonk, mega chonk, oh lordy coming. Ah. Okay, yeah, we're just doing duty finder now. Whee! Let's go! She would be hefty chonk, I think. The vets didn't say to have her lose any more weight. Oh, yep, there she is. The monster thing we saw in the trailer. But I think Cleo's getting towards a fine girl. Oh. Emetheos. Hegemony. Oh. The way her wings pulsating. Jesus, this is amazing already. Oh, this is great already. Abyssos is my charge, and I shall not shirk my duty. Oh, freaking dragon sight didn't go off. He swept away in a flood of ether. I'd rather not. Okay. Stay off of the red squares. Oh, oh. Okay, that makes sense. Dark 4. I fainted it. Haha. Transmission. Oh, I got a tether. I have a parasite. Take control of body. Help. Fuck. Oh god. Oh god, I have snake. I'm bleeding. The lyrikless version, Silent Scream, and then it goes to that's cool. Okay, she's doing that. Alright, yep. Spinning? Oh. Oh boy. Oh lord. Oh, I'm bleeding. Thank you, healers. Can't wait to listen to this song later on repeat. Oh. Okay, so look away once it... Okay. Yee. Ah, I see. We do cone AoEs. Cool. Oh, that's cool. Boom. You cannot measure against a keyboard. Polyominoid Sigma? Oh. So do I be here? Aha, yes. Your new favorite FF14. Yeah, this is pretty good. So I want to be here. Uh-oh. Tank down. Tank down. So here. Oh, she's bitten. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Thank you. Okay, so one of the conals gives you a virus that moves you around. Oh boy. Okay, so they expire at different times. Interesting. None of these are... Okay. Bleh. Vomit out that way. Whee! Here, okay. Oh! Oh god! Let me break. Fight. Damn, that was a cool fight. That last bit I didn't really understand how to dodge that. I did have to do this fight again. That was fun. That was a cool fight. Okay. I'm gonna seal her away till we can hopefully save her. With her red hair, I thought she was going to turn out to be Ericthonius's mother. But no, that was this turned out to be someone else. Hegemony. Hegemony. Yeah. As long as she lives, there is hope. Okay. Come in the one random. Boots. I can roll on both and it will just, yeah. Not me. We've won! So long as she lives, there is yet hope. Yeah. Boots. Ew. Just notice how gross this area is. Lots of shapes, yes. Turn down Discord. Okay. Alright. I could sense from here that Hegemony had been contained. The effect of Hephaestus's tinkering is even more dire than I had imagined. As is to be expected, Erechthonios appears quite pleased with our victory. We've won! The key ward is sealed away, and alive this time. The Habrea can't deny us now. Servant of violence. Erechthonios seems eager to dispel La Habrea's doubts. Our plan was a success, although I hardly need to tell you that. Hegemony has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our methods. Nah. You have the right of it. I am not so petty as to deny the achievements of those I've squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Moreover, this being, ether as thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue a Hemetheus, has made this ordeal far more interesting. Then we have leave to continue? As for that, there is one among you whose very presence puts the others at risk. It would be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond Pandaemonium. What? And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. So long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can upraise his companions. That's something that Melchan and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path, and to act before that path lies closed to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? See Hephaestus in chains. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandaemonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once, and do not think to set foot in Pandaemonium again. You are hiding something. You are capable, that much is plain. Yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow this talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in a cycle. This is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel, and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Hephaestus's words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? Oh. He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Erechthonius. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it? See her once more. Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives. What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother? Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss... You would call me a fool? You, who murdered your wife in service of your ambition? For the sake of the star, no doubt. Oh, I can hear it again. That voice inside my head. Oh no. No. I know who to follow. Hephaestus. Father. Mother. Oh, I love you so. And this voice will guide me to you. No. I don't want to do P1S again. No, listen not. Listen not, Erechthonius. Apologies. You taught me that a calm heart stays the course, but I could never even grasp the rudder. Most accepted. This was Hephaestus's work, there can be no doubt. It seems he learned from his previous failure. La Habrea. Resurrection is blasphemous and the dead must stay dead. Also La Habrea. Spends millennia trying to resurrect his god and the souls are sacrificed. Yep. Hephaestus is cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Erechthonius, it made short work of his reason. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. 'Twas but a matter of time until it spilled forth, and that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Erechthonius himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is the measure of Hephaestus's power, then the other key wards had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperos. Doubtless Hephaestus's magics fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? As I thought, someone was trying to warn Erechthonius. But whom? Would it have been one of the key wards? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I had already provoked Erechthonius past the point of no return. I bear the burden for this failure. In my stubbornness, I could but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew that. Yeah, you're a terrible father. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. Well, go save him. There is yet time to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold on which to brave Pandaemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hesperos, Erechthonios is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear. La Hebrea, pray tell us all you know of what we shall find beyond Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The next life of his mother. The deepest level of Pandaemonium is called Tartarus, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Hephaestus has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving far past the threshold. That, I expect, is where Melchan shall shine. Her dissolute aether shall allow her to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hephaestus had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyboard in battle. It will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defences at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I'm afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart. I'm very sorry, I just realised I'm blocking some of the chat. I'm sorry. We have yet to discern to what end Hephaestus would use Erechthonios. If you would know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Erechthonios' feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? Yeah, explaining what actually happened to her would probably help. I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel its still greater pain. Did you mean to protect Erechthonios with your silence? So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child. So you drove your own son over the edge. You bicker like a child? Call him a child. Got him. How dare you? I mean, I dare. No, you were right. The blame for Erechthonios' fate rests squarely on my shoulders. Yeah, it does. Very well. I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. The remaining keyword is Agdistis. She has served in Pandaemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless, even among the keywords. Hephaestus knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Agdistis. Agdistis. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight, and phantom allies to aid you. As for the intimate, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Intimate shall not be necessary. From here I can sense Agdistis' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hephaestus was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemony. She has been transfigured, such that barely a scantling of herself remains. Oh, we can but take comfort in what a mercy the underworld will be to her. Oh. Jeez. Seventh circle. You're acting like grief is just as awful might be the most emotionally intelligent thing. Yeah, that is really... Yeah. So true. Hey, Edmund, welcome. We're halfway through the new Pandaemonium story. I shall establish control of Abyssos while keeping an eye on your battle. When the dust is settled, Hephaestus will have nowhere left to flee. I sense that Hephaestus has come close to perfecting his image of a Hemetheus, which means his research is in its final stage. I'll type in chat. I'm done. I think Ash just went AFK for a minute. Eric. I'm gonna save Eric. E7's a fun one. Ooh, nice. Yep. I'm all ready to go once Ash is back. Turn the Discord audio back up. You can't hear it, but I can. Just so I could concentrate on reading. Leo, pss, pss, pss. Ah, thank you. That's a really good way to remind me. Pss, pss, pss. Some weird guy from Argentina thinks they're now. Oh, okay, yep. Hey, Swole, people in my chat keep saying how much they adore your name. Yeah, sounds like there are a lot. He said, thanks. Hope there are some Guilty Gear players out there. Ah, yep. He's saying he was inspired by that FC that has swole versions of all the FF characters. A filthy Ram Geo player. Okay, I'm not very familiar with GG. Alright, looking for a healer, and then off we go. And lore appropriate for Rose, yes, it's a great name, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, we're speculating that the voice that's trying to help Eric is his mother. Alpha Swole, Liver Lift, and Allegains. Yes! Yeah, I love those names. So good. it is nice just meeting, like after meeting original Hades and of course it's original Elidibus, and then we meet original La Habre and like, nah, he was just always a dick. Oh, this is pretty. Yep, it's a tree. So the last boss is the one we don't know yet. Oh, jeez. That's fucked. I did not see the body in Matthias Agdistis. Jeez. I think I punched a tree. Hughes Jackson. Yeah, that's a really good one. Sorry, I was just getting very excited about the music. A doozy and savage. Ooh. Oh, look at that hitbox! Jesus. Is this what became of the keyboard? How dreadful. If you will not leave, then you shall become mine. I'd prefer not to, if that's okay. Are we... Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be a pushback. I am Agdistis? Yes, and this is my vessel. Have I been gifted new test subjects? Woo, donut. We got oh, yep. Looks like it's doing like a push kind of thing. Yeah, okay. Oh, yep, okay. Woo! Boom! Oh. Okay. Oh, what? Oh dear. Probably should be over there with that poor healer. Oh, okay. Bridges. Perhaps you require more room for heroics. Ah, La Habrea did that. I mean, he did something, I guess. Oi. Whee! Tanky buster. Loving this hitbox. Beautiful. I sense convergences of ether. Beware what they may spawn. Twisted life forms emerge from the fruit. Oh. 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 Boom. I love the interesting arena designs they use in these raids. Oh, birdies. They didn't do much, thankfully. Leave to my research or become shall give you ground on which to fight, but you must move deftly. Thank you, Themi. His name is Themi now. Freak. Over. Dragoon. I love it. I've messed up my rotation, but it's okay. I'm having fun. That Voln stat collection. Ooh. She knows only destruction. I shall do my best to keep up with her rage. Wow! Thank you. Bread man. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, owie. I'm fine. This is fine. Been friends. Oh? Oh? Okay. Dodge the thing, then do the tower. Okay? Oh god. I am so bad at reading these tells. Oh, I'm still alive. Oh god. Thank you. What do we got? Birdies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Over here. This is fine. Oh, oh yeah, nice. Kill LB. Donut. It begins again. Fear not, I shall make new ground. Owie. I took a flare. Oh, this boss is cool. I need to do it a bunch more times to understand. Whew. That was cool. Yeah, that did look like an enrage, didn't it? Started spamming the AoEs. Whew. That was cool. The trial, yes. Not the EX version of it, but yeah, I've done the normal trial from the MSQ. Oh, so good. What else do I want? You know what, I'll pass for now and I'll decide later. Nice. No Themis. Go for a trip. God, I can't wait to see these fights on Savage. Yep. Damn, that was cool. Cutscene. There they are. One friend and one bad dad bread. The moment Abyssos was slain, the flow of ether in Pandaemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. Sounds sus. This space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a key ward would have been able to detect it, and even then with great difficulty. Ergo. Oh. If only I could restore Tartaros to order, but I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. Her face looks very Rugadin, doesn't it? Female Rugadin. Yeah, these fights look really fun to heal. Oh, hang on, turn off the chat blocker. It has been too long, Master La Habrea. Likewise, Keyword Abyssos. I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hephaestus' spells, even diminished as you were. It was not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus am I able to appear before you now. Even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' commands, some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. The report? That was you? Ah. Still a standard Midlander form. Okay. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I've called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. Ah, it was you. But I have a greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There is something you must know, that the tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master La Habrea, but the story must be told. It is the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on Erichthonius. No longer can you hide your heart away. Ooh. Hephaestus? No. The mask marks him as La Habrea. Master La Habrea had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions within Hephaestus. These are my recollections of the moments following. Had brought an end to Lady Athena's life. And you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Erechthonius? My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. We would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Erechthonius believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth. His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? If that is what comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than the knowledge that Athena thought his body and soul mere tools to be used and discarded. What? Even were I to tell him what his mother plotted, he would ever seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me, or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star, far from his parents' shadow. Yeah, Athena was worse, Mum. Oh my god. Poor Eric. Erechthonius loved his mother more than life itself, and yet, what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is La Habrea's nature. Every action, every word a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to La Habrea to paint the rest for you, and for Erechthonius, I hope. Thank you, Agdistis. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Everyone admires him. Hephaestus has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. Oh, is he going to be the next boss? But then... No wonder Eric needs a hug. Yeah. I want to protect him. It was Erechthonius' hatred of his father that caused him to fall victim to Hephaestus' magics. Yet the roots of that hatred were born from a son's love. A love nurtured not by a mother caring for her offspring, but by a researcher creating the ideal test subject. Pandaemonium abounds with demons indeed. We're probably about to go into another cutscene, so... Agdistis was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments. She would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. Really? That's high praise from you. Hang on, I'll just see what this ready check's for. I think I turned Discord down too low. Alright, I just turned in that quest. What's the ready check for? Ah, okay. I've still got cutscenes to go. One final wish. The Hebrea would speak further of Athena's fate. Alright, I'll just turn that down again. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Cutscene. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Erichthonios could handle the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on a pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hephaestus has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating Hemathoe. I know not what his ultimate end is, but 'tis plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Erichthonios to safety, in accordance with Agdistus's last wish. Very well. I can, at least, assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple, now that Hephaestus can no longer bend Pandaemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. Geez, what happened to all the other warders, though? We can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means of approach. The Hebrea, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Melchan's phantom warriors. I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartarus would be greatly diminished in any case. Really? However, I wish to deal the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no intent to seal him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand, he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together. No worries, Edmund. Thank you very much. And thanks for watching. Have a lovely night. Okay. And there's going to be big cutscenes after this. Please. Oh, what's going to happen? Chat blocker back on. If Hephaestus truly means to continue Athena's research, then Erichthonios is indispensable to his goals. He is safe, but for how much longer I cannot say. The end is in sight. Return to me safely, friend. Aww. Alright, I'm ready. At last Hephaestus's wicked plan is laid bare. He aims to use Erechthonios as a tool to resurrect Athena. There we go. Former chief keyword of Pandaemonium. Although his exact motivations remain shrouded in mystery, there is no time for doubt, for every idle moment allows Hephaestus to draw one step closer to completing his grand experiment. You hurry to this hidden experimental compound, that this chain of twisted ambition might be broken at last. Oh, poor Eric. Gotta save him. Did I read the description for the seventh circle? Erechthonios' mind falls into the hands of the enemy, and he is spirited away to Tartaros, Pandemonium's deepest circle. The only path to his rescue goes through Abyssos, whose magics are peerless among the keywords, even more so now that they have been augmented by Hephaestus' endless experimentation. To deliver her soul from suffering and bring Erechthonios to safety, you must face your most daunting foe yet. Alright, we're in queue for the final one. This has been fun so far. Oh, and the lore's been cool. Quarter to 10. I might not have time to do any Island Sanctuary stuff today. Might be better to do that next time anyway, because after this, what have I got left to do story-wise? That's the new Tataru quest. I think that's it. So I could probably do a stream where I do the Tataru quest and then start Island Sanctuary. Ooh. Okay, look at the patch notes. Tales from the Dawn. A new collection of side stories. A friendship of record. A total of 4 new stories are scheduled to be released. Oh, they released a story. The Quiet Corner of Amarot. Oh, it's oh, okay, I need to read that later. The gender toggle for your wall. Ah, that's cool. Oh, they did that in one of the Heavenswood ones as well. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh. Eric.
Erechthonios is mine.
Voice acting.
Heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
What the? Perfect imperfection. Fastest. Oh, this time it's red energy. 'Cause it's bread. This is amazing. Lots of squares again.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison.
Oh, there's little the Hebrea symbols on the floor. Oh, freaking dragon sight didn't go off. I hate dragon sight.
Vulcan claim my servant's rights.
Oh, fire, dragon.
Out of my
Oh,
sight. Leave naught but ash in your way.
oh, a phoenix. out. Okay. Oh, okay, no, that's sides, okay. Oh, that's a bigger hitbox than I thought. I thought it would be grid-based, but it wasn't. It tricked me. Flame Viper. It's very fire. Shapes rather than tethers. Yeah! I like it. I like shapes. Reforged Reflection. Oh! Oh god! It transformed. Oh? So we're gonna get knocked from here, and then we go woo! Woo! They're saying on Discord that apparently the music is a remix of La Habrea's fight theme from Reborn. That's cool. Oh, and there's some Amnesia Sonata in here. Ah. Fourfold fires. Yeah. Oh god, I didn't see. Just follow them. Serpents, yeah. Oh. Oh, he's doing the infection. Oh boy. Looks like we can kill them. Stardiver! Oh, that's an AoE! Oh, he's gone back to normal. Whoa. Oh. Oh god, the whole thing. Okay, over here. Oi. Genesis of Flame. It's this one. Pretty cool.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice.
What's he turning in? Oh, he's going back to the doggy. That seems like he's kind of inspired by other bosses. Alright, we're going that way. Oh, and then that way. Okay. Woo! Where's the other one from? Woo! Woo! I live. Fold fires. Right, this was go in the middle, right? Yeah. Dragons. Over here. Run away from dragons. Oh, he's drawing shapes. Yeah! Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. Oh. Okay, don't run in the fire circle. Spicy circles. Oh, nice. Limit break. Start over. Hey. Whoa. Oh, okay. Nice. There's a new mechanic there at the end. Done. Got him. Is Eric okay? Save him. Thank you. Schrodinger's Dragoon there for a minute, yeah. Ah! I'll wind up Eric. Oh, cute. I need it. Oh, I didn't get it. I've got to keep running this till I get that. Need a cute little Eric. We get a weapon token? Yes. Weapon token. Shiny. Now we end this. The chain of events that led to this moment began with my error, when out of mercy I confined you here. Now I break it, and leave no trace of you behind. Yeah, this will definitely all end right now. Just gonna turn down Discord. I can focus, yeah. This is not over. I see you will not go peacefully. Even a cast-off would uphold his pride, though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Habrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Erechthonius' dream to life. Uh-oh. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? Yeah. Yeah, actually, we're in Tartarus right now, aren't we? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Erechthonius, would see the world destroyed if it meant she would find hers in the ruins. That sounds like what the Asians were doing. He knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? Isn't that what you were doing? My wish? You would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words and your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared naught for Erechthonius, beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yeah, you fucked up. Yet he is still my son, and I'll not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You, who are naught but the bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Mother, she... No. Then who... How do I... Trust in La Habrea? Hearken to your heart. Come back to us. Come back to us. Come back. I hear you. I owe you and Themis an apology. Athena, did you ever? And La Habrea, I will have my say. Ooh. How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. No-Chan's words reached me through the haze. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. Love this music! Or get him! How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've interred much worse. Worthless. You... Right, so they're not... They sealed him. They didn't kill him. Ooh! Crystal? It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. Just put him in your pocket. You did well, son. Pokeball. Pokeball. Where are we? With Hephaestus' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Erechthonios above. That he would bind Hephaestus with only half his senses intact. You quite understated his adeptness in the art of interment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. Eric... He needs a hug. Truth imperfect. The Habrea is looking at Erechthonios with concern. Ooh, look at all the materia. Gimme. Elysium. What's Elysium? I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind. And for a blessing, it appears your body is none the worse for wear. Themis! I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hephaestus, and the force assailing Pandaemonium's barriers has ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? See, despite his muddled senses, Erechthonios felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. The Habrea. Was that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed, it was naught but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away. A mass of ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale, of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me? I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here, and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. The heaven equivalent in the Greek myths. Oh, I see. Or at least a plane of good. Ooh, interesting. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words of La Habrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical forms, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass, she sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy, considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of La Habrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person could meld with a creation. The weaknesses of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other, and the result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Meld with a creation. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. I take it I was born not soon after. Yeah, try not to think about that. Just so. I believed she bore true affection for me, and was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandaemonium was built and she requested to lead the researchers, I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandaemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her. I made haste to Pandaemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Abyssos to keep watch from Tartaros's vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. As for what occurred next, it is best to see with your own eyes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that me? You are well aware that out of respect for our neighbours in Elpis, the researchers of Pandaemonium are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and Abyssos forever. As well you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Erechthonios, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. The feelings of one weigh little against the needs of an entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware, but you did not deign to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture you to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great La Habrea, to embark upon the path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, La Habrea, and we shall know one another more deeply than ever before. Impossible. You bonded your souls? Is this the whole fusion dance thing that they did at the end of... that he did with Igeorm? I've always wondered what the hell was up with that. Aye. That the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything. We understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? I am become thee, memory and mind. And I, thee. More of a Vulcan mind meld. Yeah, actually it is reminding me of that as well. Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. Fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, transcend our mortal flesh, and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise the memory, the seed of desire remains. And when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the selfsame fervour. What? I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. "'Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I cast aside fickle emotion and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was, and live only as La Habrea." Did he learn? Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories. You nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Guillaume and Emmett Selk, in particular, made plain the suspicions they harboured. As well they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse, should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. The concept of a work-life balance, yes. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. That's pretty big brain. It's just something people can do, just rip off part of their soul. Hephaestus doubtless believed he was performing his duty as a husband and father should, yet in truth, he was but a puppet, being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again, that she might finish what she began. Yet for all of that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control blinded us to other perspectives. While I was enthralled to Hephaestus, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Habrea speak true? You know, it's too ridiculous to make up. Yeah. He did promise. Yes, and now it's your turn to do the same. What does your heart tell you? What does your heart tell you? I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me? Even knowing how I felt about my mother? The La Habrea I know had a fatal flaw, after all. I'm still not convinced. I have said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me, or not. The La Habrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Hephaestus. You know, they got issues, but I feel like they can work on it. Best accepted, work on the father-son relationship. Buried memory goes with this arc much more than... Yeah, it feels like that title was for this arc, isn't it? I have said all that needs to be said. From this moment forward, I pledge that my heart shall not lead me astray. Hephaestus was far more than an imitation of La Habrea. He was quite literally a part of him. But La Habrea, to me, is a man who thinks of naught but his duty. By casting aside the burden that Hephaestus represented, he shall become ever more himself, in a way. Yes. I've heard enough. There is more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandaemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. What was she doing? Athena viewed Erycthonios as the ideal test subject. Hephaestus' research must have been very nearly complete to seek him out like he did. We have regained complete control of the facility, but it shall take some time yet until things are in working order again. I owe you an apology, Melchan. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandaemonium, then I would never have known La Habrea's story. My father's story. It was a tale I too was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azim upon my return. I cannot help but wonder how much of this she foresaw. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. So long as you retain control of Pandaemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore this place to its former glory. Okay, the remaining warders are still in there somewhere. There was a bot, Seribot banned a bot being on the block list. Nice. Get wrecked. Using the facilities in Tartaros, we should be able to reverse the changes made to their bodies and minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. That is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments, and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is yet the matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' ether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There is another. I'll show it to him. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company, and Azim, was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandaemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known, even now? No threats remain. Don't say that, Eric. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. That task may take some time, a resource I'd rather not steal more of from you. Return at your leisure, and we will share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I am of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us, and continue upon your journey. Or, if you are so inclined, take a much-needed repose. This talk of journeys smacks of Azim. As well it should. She has pledged to keep moving until she has seen every corner of the world. Aww. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to La Habrea. He may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. I look forward to your returning with the crystal. But worry not, I shall try my level best to stave off loneliness while you are gone. Aww. As you may have noticed during our battle, the Hebrea's mask crowns me when I've transformed. It is said that we manifest in a way that reflects our innermost selves. I had thought that mask a symbol of the chains that bound my heart, but recent events have caused me to reconsider that assumption. I did not notice that at all. That's cool. The crystal that hangs from Erechthonius's waist was a gift from me, made in the hopes that it would spark growth in his aptitude for magic. 'Tis plain he no longer requires it, but I see no reason he cannot wear it for a while longer. Okay. Alright. I guess we're leaving. I feel like there's a lot more questions. I mean, there's a whole nother wing of this to go, so there's gonna be more. People! Why, if it isn't Melchan? Excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in your absence. You see, communications with the airship Professor Claudian commissioned for his search was lost some time ago, and now we have quite lost track of where he might be. Oh. And to make matters worse, Nemgigi has just sent word of an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I was just on my way to the Atinoscope, in fact. Please, you must come with me. Oh. Okay. What is that? Is it real? Is that good? Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Ah, hi. I don't know what's going on. And you two, Professor Claudian's assistants, I take it? As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. Well, I went and fought like a Dracula, and I fought all this other stuff, and, yeah. That's the whole story. While the research summary you submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. The professor's last message indicated he was on his way to Azizlar, but we know not whether he reached his destination. A rash endeavour, even for Claudian. But he has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment? Oh, that's Alphino's thinking pose. Ah. I see where he got it. We have no recourse but to entreat Ishgard's aid in searching for him. As for that unsightly fortress which materialized in the ethereal sea, Pandaemonium, was it? It cannot be left alone. For the time being, information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled so as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. You two, submit a detailed report to the forum at once. At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. Sure. Very good. Now, if you will excuse me, I must apprise the forum of what has occurred here. That's cute. What's cute? Oh, is Alpha here? Oh, Alpha's here. Hey, Alpha. Aw. And Omega. Cute. By Master Folshino's reaction to all of this, one would think he is quite used to leading others through events of world-shattering import. Sure. Just when we need him the most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We are left with scarce few straws to grasp at. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I can see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party or phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandaemonium's pitiless spires justice. I can only wonder, if the facility itself traversed the ages, did the creations within do the same? What of the keywords? But answers to these questions shall come in time, I am sure. For now, I must do as Master Folshino asked and write that report. As for you, Mo-chan, pray get what rest your responsibilities will allow. When next we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. Okay. I don't know if I care about any of this. Spell speed? Oh, is that everything for now? The appearance of Pandaemonium has sent ripples throughout the ethereal sea, which have been observed as far off as Thormazane. Though access to the Iteoscope has been temporarily restricted while the researchers go about their business, I'm sure exceptions can be made for one such as you. I should do as Master Folshino commanded and compile our research before sending it before the forum. Paperwork of all manner has been my forte since before I was even a student. Sometimes I think I should have stopped Professor Claudian from departing on his journey, even if I had to resort to force. He is a brilliant researcher, to be sure, but at times like these I am reminded of how difficult he can be. While he is usually calm and collected in his methods, once he catches scent of a new discovery, he quite loses sight of his surroundings, and his opinions often become intractable. I'm sure that he departed upon his journey in high spirits, but I am afraid that his extreme focus might have made him throw caution to the winds. Even so, he is not one to falter in the face of unforeseen obstacles. Though I admit it becomes ever more difficult as the moments pass by, I must have faith that he will return unharmed. Oh, Fortuno's thinking pose? Yes. Yeah, that was cute. Oh. Is this the end of it for now? Weird. Can I go, like, have a look at the... I want to go into the sea and have a look at Pandaemonium. Weird. Palestinian. I wonder if I can go talk to them and get anything out of them. Weird. I wonder if she's, like if her soul, if she's doing things in the sea? Like, If she's like, if she's found a way to manipulate the ethereal sea? Wild. No, I can't go to... Oh wait, no, it's over here. There it is. I was expecting to get an achievement once I finish the patch story, but it doesn't always happen, so... Hello, any nerds around here? Let's get the one from the last fight. Oh, Themis. No more La Habred. The Habrea and Ericthonios are hard at work mending the wounds of Keyward and Creation alike. I wonder if their relationship too might be healed after this ordeal is done. The one from the last... Okay, that final quest I turned in? Okay. Wow, wow. The next raid might be in the sea. Ooh, can I say hi to anyone in here? Oh, hey. Couple nerds. Hello. Why, if it isn't Melchan, are you that eager to see these dreary halls again? I know not where you hail from, but I can't imagine you'd rather be here of all places. At least I have La Habrea for company, such as it is. We get along as well as could be expected. We even exchange words from time to time, even if just to discuss our work here. One step at a time, eh? Aw. I find it difficult to guess at what Ericthonius is thinking, but when he is prepared to speak his mind, I shall be prepared to listen. They're working on it. They're working on it. All right. That was really cool. I should put on chat blocker. Cat blocker? Chat blocker. We're going deep into Tartarus. The Styx. Ooh. Styx, yeah. Could be Styx. That was cool. I want to do these fights some more. I have to do more of those fights. They were fun. Partially present day. Yeah, I was wondering, with all those characters in the present day part of the story, it had to be something going on with them. I'm glad it does seem like we're going to come back here and talk to them more, though. I was afraid we would just say goodbye to them and not interact with them next pack or next tier. But, can't wait to get blown up next week. Yep, same. Oh, I can't wait to see what the savage fights are like. Oh, damn. So cool. What a good series. Good raids. This is a pretty cool area. Alright, I suppose I'm done, because it's 11:15. It's very long. Very good, though. Oh, and that's right, I've got a new short story to read. It's about Vanar. Gotta read that later. Alright, is there anyone I can send this to? I'll finish up my stream. I can send you to Glitchcraft. Glitchcraft is streaming something called Brock the Investigator. Yeah, I'll send you to Glitchcraft. Thank you all very much for watching. Next stream, I'll do the Tataru side quest and unlock the island. No worries. Have a good night. I just finished the story stuff. Really interesting. Yeah, I shall send you all to Glitchcraft. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.